You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Friday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby. I saw a survey, and I wanted to ask you this because between the two of us, you are the horror guy. You are the love to watch the scary movies, love Halloween, all that stuff. Only about 20% of people in 2026 still think Friday the 13th is a bad omen. Still have the superstition.
Are we just talking about the day itself?
Yeah, like the idea of today, Friday the 13th, just in general for existing is bad luck, has been this widespread, long-standing superstition. But in these modern times, only 20% still believe that it's bad luck. Where do you stand?
I mean, I understand that. It's all just like, right? Like, it all stems from very weird origins. I will say that I do believe on Friday the 13th as someone who enjoys the movie franchise. I don't know if it's superstitions, but I think there's like a code that you need to follow if you want to live today.
If you want to get through it, what are the rules? What's going to keep us here till Valentine's Day?
If we are in a Friday the 13th movie, all right, it's very simple. You don't hitchhike, which, I mean...
You probably shouldn't be doing anyway.
Right? You probably shouldn't be doing anyway.
That's a no-brainer.
Don't swim or go near any water. Very easy when it's cold right now, but maybe stay away from the ice fishing shack or something.
Okay, all right.
If you've ever watched any of these movies, anybody that goes down near the water, you're dead.
Okay, hey, I got no problem staying dry today.
Don't call the cops. If you call the cops, they're never going to show up. You're going to die.
I don't know why. When you say it, sounds like a threat. Like, hey, don't call the cops.
It's more of a warning, to be honest.
No snitching.
Don't drink today.
Okay.
You're going to die. You smoke any weed? You're going to die.
Damn, it's going to be a boring Friday for a lot of people.
I'm just saying, the way Jason Voorhees works is that if you're up to no good or you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, you're dead.
Now, how do you think he would handle a Friday the 13th movie that happens in modern day Canada where marijuana is legalized? Would he give you a pass if you were Canadian? Would he be like, all right, you're good? Technically, you're not getting up to no good anymore.
I mean, that is I guess, where did you get the weed from?
Fair enough.
Did you get it from a dispensary or do you still got a guy? Because if you still got a guy, you're dead.
Then you're in trouble.
You're dying, okay?
Stick to the legal stuff today.
And finally, I mean, the most important one is, and it works because Valentine's Day tomorrow, save the nookie for tomorrow.
Right.
If you make love today, you're dead.
Now, you used the word make love. Is it specifically making love? Because some people do things that are not about love.
I'm not a religious man, but if you are not married today,
okay,
do not have sex. Don't do it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I love the Winter Olympics because I love watching sports that I don't watch throughout the 4-year gap in between. But the one sport that I always come back to, probably because I was raised on the ring, is curling. Was watching Canada, USA men's curling, and Canada just runs away with it.
Nice.
Stomps the yard on that one. But third, Mark Kennedy from the Canadian men's team, at one point late in the game, goes to throw. They're trying to clean up the house a little bit, and his shot doesn't do what he wanted it to do, but it still really works out in Canada's favor. And I thought I heard something. I had to rewind, and this is what I heard.
We're taking that all the way to the bank, too.
And I was just like, that's curling, baby.
Yeah, he sounds so Canadian.
We're taking that all the way to the bank, too.
We're going to take that all the way to the effing bank.
Gonna take that all the way to the CIBC right there.
That's BMO, baby. I love that.
We're taking that all the way to the bank, too. Sorry.
This
Do you hear the sorry after?
Yeah. The best is, and I cut it out because like you're not supposed to play the commentary or whatever. The commentary is like, oh, he's apologizing to the skip for missing the shot. I'm like, no, he just dropped an F-bomb on international television.
This is the most Canadian thing that's happened at the Olympics.
We're taking that all the way to the bank, too. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Oh, geez, my bad.
I love it. That's curling, man. If you've ever gone to a curling club, and I'm not talking about provincials or the Bry or anything like that, like an actual just local curling club, that's the conversation on the ice 90% of the time. It's just Canadian curlers with beer off to the side, just ripping cusses.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bud.
Oh, yeah, for sure, bud. But it did get me thinking. Do you think curling and curlers swear the most out of the Olympic sports?
No.
No?
No way, dude. No, you got to think about all the athletes that are out there, all these alpine skiers that are going. Dude, you got to imagine being in a bobsled bonking up against the walls. You don't think those guys are dropping F-bombs and C-sharps? And
I don't think they are. Not during the run. Maybe when they get down to the bottom. Or if they flip, then there's cussing.
You're telling me a guy going skeleton or luge isn't going, oof, the whole time?
Maybe under his breath.
You ever go tobogganing when you were a kid and you couldn't stop? Come on now.
Now I need to hear mic'd up luge racers going.
I think about the biathlon or whatever, those guys that can't hit the target that are shooting. Oh my, they gotta be cussing to themselves.
By the end of a 20K biathlon race and you miss that target, you know you're gonna have to go out and do the penalty lap. Yeah, you're right. You're probably ripping a pretty hard 3.825.
And I mean, even, hey, like, I played hockey growing up, and now you got people cussing in all different languages. Nobody knows what the hell they're saying.
That's true. You can get away with a lot of stuff as long as you're not speaking English at the Olympics.
Yeah. I'd be surprised what sports don't swear.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So it does look like those Canadian curlers could face a fine for actually swearing at the Olympics.
Really?
Not from the IOC, but Curling Canada actually does issue fines for players for swearing. They say warnings are a common thing, but they say any language that is caught on the microphone. Apparently at the World Championship, there's actually a few guys who caught fines a few months ago.
Which is so crazy, because like I said earlier, if you've ever been in a curling club, it is not safe for young ears. Like, people cuss all the time.
The IOC does claim, like, if you're out of hand, they could issue some sort of penalties. There's no specifics on what it is, though, so I'm interested on how that works.
Well, that's the thing, is like the Olympics doesn't have like a rule, but they have their like the oath every athlete has to take, their like code of conduct of like being sportsmanlike and stuff like that. So you could rip a cuss if it's like in the moment. Like, I saw a cross-country skier fall. I bet that guy hard 3.825.
But I wonder what the penalties are. Like, is it a fine against your country, or if it's like a time trial event, do you think they like delay you a few seconds? They give you a timeout, basically.
Could you imagine just talking about like speed skating, like getting a 10th of a second penalty for cussing during the race, and now you go from gold to bronze or even out of the medals? Imagine going home and telling your friends and family the reason you didn't get a gold medal is because you couldn't keep your cussing to yourself.
Your mom looks at you. She's like, I told you. Told you better watch your mouth.
You see Olympic sport coaches with a bar of soap being like, don't say it. Don't say it.
I did some Googling here. There are a few sports that really do offer like some serious fines for it. F1 drivers. I remember this being a story last year.
Yeah.
They will tolerate strong language, but only if it's used in the heat of the moment on the radio and it's not directed at others. So you can't cuss out race officials. You can't even cuss out other drivers, which is mind-blowing to me because I think all of us do that in our own cars.
I would go ahead and say that in my lifetime, 42 years on planet Earth, most of my cusses have been in my car at some other drivers.
Tennis players can get like up to $4,000 for swearing at various tournaments.
I've seen some of those. Those judges, the umpires, they do not mess around. Sitting up in their little lifeguard chairs, if they catch you muttering or swearing under your breath, they'll haul you right out of there.
I wouldn't be as surprised if golf has something like that. They're both kind of like hoity-toity sports. But one that surprised me, I did not know this, is that in the National Hockey League, there are minor penalties for the use of profane or abusive language.
Really?
$100 fine you can get. I mean, It doesn't seem like it's passed out very often, but...
Buddy, $100 fine for an NHL player is like being like, oh, I had a quarter in my pocket, but I lost it. What a bummer.
Could you imagine if you started handing out $100 fines to people that work in the trades for swearing?
Dude, that Christmas party's going to be sick if we save up all the money.
That's how we rebuild our economy right there.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Our finalist for the Rush World Tour this morning told us that he saw Rush perform at his high school way back in the day.
I saw Rush in the cafeteria at LaSalle High School in 1974.
Sorry, what? In a high school?
It was a few months before Neil joined the band, but they were actually touring. And
no way. Honestly, it's one of those things that you hear somebody saying, I'm like, I don't believe you, but that's incredible, man.
yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. The guys actually walked right beside me. I was sitting on the aisle, and they walked right beside me up onto the little stage in the cafeteria.
And now we're getting tons of crazy stories about people seeing bands before they got big at various places. We've got someone on the phone.
Yeah, we've got Brendan on the phone.
What's a weird place you saw a band before they got big?
Well, it was high school. It was probably maybe 1989, 1990, and it was Glass Tiger.
Sick.
That's so sick.
Right? Glass Tiger. I bet. And the good story behind it is the boys in Glass Tiger needed let's call it a little pick-me-up. And what better place at a high school venue to get a bunch of high school kids to make sure that you've got your little pick-me-up before the show.
I'm sure they were able to find a little something.
Oh, we made sure they found a little something. That's for sure.
So I've seen a few people texting in about these shows back in the 80s of bands showing up at high schools. Was this during the school day? Was it an after school thing? How'd that work?
This media teacher set it all up. It was during school, and it was. I mean, for a bunch of 14 to 17-year-old kids, it was actually a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, that's way better than sitting through a DARE presentation.
Well, it's the opposite of sitting through a DARE presentation, apparently.
I mean, there were some people typing away on old school typewriters trying to hit that 120 words a minute, and the rest of us were jamming to Glass Tiger.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So Valentine's Day is tomorrow, which I know is a difficult time for anybody who's single. You get in your woes, you feel alone, you're on Instagram, you're seeing everybody's lovey-dovey crap all the time, whatever.
It can be tough to see love when you're feeling like you don't have it.
I have written a poem today.
Okay.
For all of those people out there who are single tomorrow and who are in their feelings about it, and I've written some words for you. Okay.
I'm nervous. Is this gonna make people feel better, or is this gonna make people feel worse?
Oh, it's supposed to help them cope.
Okay,
is what I'm thinking, or at least accept some things.
Sure. So it's gonna be blunt.
Could you cue up some music for me, please?
Yeah. Here, try this one.
Okay, that works.
That'll work.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You say you're focusing on yourself, but we all know that's not true. Love's in the air, you're in sweatpants, aggressively pretending not to care. You claim it is freedom, you swear it's a win, but you lit one single candle while you grab your lotion to sin.
Sir!
There will be no overpriced dinners, no awkward small talk, just you and your phone on a long, lonely walk. You call it peaceful, you call it free, but even your dog's got more chemistry.
Oh, come on, man!
No harp-shaped chocolates, no candlelight glow, just leftovers labeled from 3 nights ago. You swear you're thriving, you're living your best, yet somehow your ex still lives rent-free in your chest. But you know what? Here's to the singles.
Oh!
Sarcastic and strong, who act unbothered all day long. You may be alone, but at least it's drama 3. But for the love of God, don't send a you up text 10 after 3. So I say happy Valentine's Day, you brave little star. Love will find you. It just hasn't tried very hard.
I'm so excited to find out how many therapists get to hear about this poem over the next week or so.
I'm just saying, some things to keep in mind. You're going through it, but it'll work out in the end.
Yeah, fingers crossed, brother.
Yeah. Maybe it won't.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So you actually believe there's some true perks to being single that some of these people are overlooking?
I would say definitely laundry piling up, dishes piling up, things like that. Nobody gets upset except you.
The only person that can judge you is you. Yeah, that's right.
That's right. That's exactly it.
I saw a few people say the same thing on the text line. And the other one I love on the text line is the people who are saying it's a lot cheaper to go eat by yourself than it is to be in a relationship in this economy.
Oh, God.
Way cheaper. And I'm a cheap date, too, so way cheaper.
As someone with a partner and 3 children in the house, I've already talked to my financial advisor about whether or not that's an option.
Yeah, you might be into a few $100 there. You never know.
Yeah. So for anybody that's listening right now, being single means you get to be lazy and you get to save more money.
That's right.
Heartbreak is fiscally responsible. You know, not only good for your wallet, I also just saw a text that made me laugh a lot that goes that being single makes you way more motivated to stay in shape. Oh, it's good for your health.
Yeah, good for your mental health.
Because you constantly want someone to look at you and maybe think of you as a partner.
Very good point. Very good point. It gives you drive.
Yeah.
Right? It's like trying to find a job, you know?
Right? Like, my apologies to Mallory, but I went to the gym a lot more before she came around.
I do like the text that we got in. It says you don't have to deal with in-laws or any sort of family or friends as well.
That's true. Yeah, when you start dating somebody, like, you take on the whole roster of people that they bring with them, and that is not always a positive thing.
100%. We've got someone else on the line. You said not to say your name because you are in a relationship. As someone who's in a long relationship, what do you think a true perk of being single is?
I mean, where do I start? I mean, honestly, I love my wife, but I guess when you get home and, you know, you forget to do something instead of 2 people nagging me about something, you know, it's just me nagging myself on what I messed up on. I know I messed up. I don't need to hear about it twice.
The only person in your ear is you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I'm my boss, but that's yeah.
You got 2 bosses in life now.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you guys know that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I wear the pants in this family. Don't laugh like that, man.
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at the idea.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right, we're wrapping up wrong answers only here, and we've run through a lot of Olympic sports, but we realized we did not do half pipe.
No, which was like one of the events we were most excited about for this Olympics. So it's surprising that it took this long.
All right, we've got a lot of voice memos to get into here. If you want to be a judge, 762-555, let us know who has the best answer this morning. And
over under for pipe references, say 2.5.
Talking like pot related?
Yeah. Taking the over on that one?
I'll take the over on it. We'll start with Randy here.
Randy here. Half pipe is when your dealer's late and you only got a little bit of pot.
Right out the gate.
Yeah. All right, that's Randy.
Yeah.
Let's see what Dylan had for us.
Being half pipe is when you smoke weed and you get a little bit of a buzz, but it's not satisfying.
Yeah.
Is there going to be one that's not weed related?
Maybe that was the over-under we should have taken.
Okay, let's go with Buzza.
Half pipe is when you smoke half a bong, and they use some sort of a bungee cord device to slingshot you down the mogul hill.
Jesus!
And it's whoever makes it the furthest down the hill before taking on major injuries.
How about just whoever survives? If you're alive at the end, you win. Oh my God!
Please, someone's got to have a non-dope related one. Leo?
The sport of half pipe is where you have a 100-meter long track and you have 50 meters of pipe. You have to arrange them so that a stream of water will make its way to the end, using various methods like angles and jumps and dips.
Okay.
Finally a sport at the Olympics for nerds.
Yeah. Okay. He's not on the dope.
My math people are finally being recognized.
Hey, we got a couple more here.
Hey, it's Mike. Half pipe is that new sport where they take a piece of corrugated pipe, they cut it in half, then they get 2 guys or 2 girls to get in this pipe, and they put them at the top of this mountain, and they just let it go. to see who can get to the bottom first.
Is that not just discount bobsled? Is that basically?
Are they even in the pipes, or are they just watching the pipes go?
No, they're sitting in the half of the pipe.
Oh, okay.
Each pipe is for 2 racers.
All right, we'll wrap up with this one here.
Hi, this is Christine, and half pipe is a plumbing competition where you have to lay pipe down in the snowy winter, and you have to make sure it doesn't freeze. And you're also judged on how much pipe you're able to put down.
The Plumber Olympics.
Sorry. The immature in me had a lot of trouble with her phrasing there.
There's so many more that are coming in. I'm just worried that they're going to be more of the first few.
Have to assume that the majority of them will be pot related.
762-555. What are we thinking here? Are we going towards the cannabis related ones or some of the other creative ones that we got?
I will say, unintentionally, I think Christine's was the funniest one.
Yeah.
I think the one of like laying pipe in the snow and that's what I laugh very good at that.
I do like the buzzer one there of making them do a and then trying to get down the hill.
Murdering the athletes by throwing them down the mogul hill.
762-555. What are the people thinking here this morning? What's it looking like on the text line, man?
There's another vote for Christine there. There are a couple for you. It looks like Christine is getting the majority of the votes.
All right, we'll give it to Christine. Congratulations, you get yourself the ding, the round of applause, and $100 in Lotto 649 tickets.
I will say Miriam texted in and said, I definitely thought this would be more sexual, and I agree. I'm surprised there weren't more people talking about laying pipe.
Oh, she was in a more David Wilcox state of mind, eh?
This is the Brock and Delby Podcast.
The Oshawa Generals of the Ontario Hockey League have really ticked off a bunch of their fans. They sent out an email to all of their season ticket holders. Well, asking them to shower before coming to games.
I don't think that's unreasonable. If you stink, don't show up.
There was a thing that they sent because it's flu season right now, asking people to be mindful. If you're feeling sick, don't come to the games, wash your hands. If you're going to sneeze into your sleeve, all that kind of stuff.
Fair.
But then at the bottom of the email, it says, if you went to the gym or did something that produced body odor, please shower before attending a game.
Again, I don't think you're out of pocket here. I think that's a reasonable thing. These old barns, the seats are real tight. You're sitting with a lot of other people. If you just did a set at the gym, hit the showers. What are we doing here?
Now, the Generals social media team did release an apology. It says, hey, Gens Nation, we took a penalty on that last one.
Oof.
It's not our place to overstep like we did. We are sorry, and hopefully we can wash this one off.
Oh, okay. Little tongue in cheek. Can I offer my perspective on this? If you're a season ticket holder and you're offended that they think that people shouldn't stink at the hockey game, you're who they were emailing.
Sure.
You're the problem.
I do feel bad for the Generals fans that are diehards because, in junior hockey, there's people that are going to travel to watch their team.
Oh, sure.
When they go to other rinks and barns, they're going to get beaked so hard, man.
Oh, absolutely. As they should. Every other team that they play should have some sort of reference to the out-of-town pig pen fans that came to watch.
Instead of cowbells, I think other people should, when the Generals come to town, swing around bars of soap on a rope,
That would be amazing. Or even for the teams going to Oshawa. The next player on a visiting team that scores in Oshawa has to celly the goal by just putting deodorant on the pits.
Oh, yeah.
Just raise the arm, start scrubbing the armpits.
Do the old Axe double pits to chesty.
Absolutely. Just for anybody in attendance who doesn't know how this works.
Oh, my God. I think rather than the apology is probably in order because it upset people.
Sure.
But I do think the team could have leaned into this in a better angle. You know how teams always do giveaways, right? Towels, whatever, junk like that.
Yeah.
They should have teamed up with maybe an Axe or an Old Spice or a Speed Stick. The first 1,000 fans go into a Generals game, get free deodorant.
Get a little one of those travel deodorants to take with you on your way out the door.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic.
Or even, what's the biggest thing in junior hockey? They do the teddy bear toss.
Sure.
They could have a deodorant toss where everybody brings an unopened stick of deodorant, and the first time the Generals score, they throw it on the ice.
I think the problem with that, I love where your mind is at. You're a brilliant marketer, but the problem is we've already established none of their fans own deodorant. So what do we do?
Rather than donate it to charity, you just give it to everyone on the way out.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby
Pretty
Podcast.
wild story coming from Edson, Alberta.
Okay.
Mounties in Alberta have laid charges against a man who they say showed up to a school, started hawking beef jerky and slinging Bible verses at kids.
Why?
I don't.
That's such a fascinating combination of words.
That's the problem. There's just a police report right now, and all it says is RCMP officers were called about a man who was reportedly acting strange outside of a school.
Oh, yeah, spitting Bible verses and throwing meat. I'd say strange.
Investigators allege that when the principal approached the man then pulled out a cap gun, fired 3 shots in their direction before leaving in his car.
Jesus.
RCMP officers then tracked down the vehicle after the chase that involved police dogs, air services, and the man hiding for hours. A 39-year-old man from Dawson Creek, BC, has now been charged with mischief, dangerous driving, and imitation firearm charges.
Honestly, crazy to think that it was hard for them to find him, even with the dogs, considering the man was apparently covered in beef jerky. Like, follow your nose, officers.
Yeah, they could have just gave the dogs a little Jack Links to sniff him.
Just Toucan Sam their way into his hiding spot and be like, he's right here, I found him.
I don't know if this was like a mental health thing or something. I don't want to make fun of the guy, but
it's crazy.
I think the biggest sin here is wasting beef jerky like that.
Well, what if it was still packaged? What if he was just chucking like still in the package Slim Jims and all the kids ate well that recess? Imagine, like, think back to when you were in school. If you'd been on the playground and all of a sudden someone just started throwing like packaged beef jerky at you. I don't know what my reaction would have been.
What a combination of Bible verses and jerky, you know?
Hey, if you're going to give me cured meats, I'll listen to what you have to say.
Cured meats cures the soul, does it not?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The men's Canadian hockey team yesterday, 5-0 win there.
Amazing. Team Canada doing great, looking great at the Olympics.
The men's hockey team is actually taking some flack, though, from the rest of the Olympians, as I guess they left the Olympic Village a few days ago. I didn't even know about this.
Oh, really? Just decided to go get like a hotel or something?
Yeah, they stayed like the first couple nights. And if you don't know anything about the Olympic Village, it's all the athletes in one place, and it's kind of like college dorm style, right?
Yeah. And the proclivities of the athletes' village come up every time there's an Olympics. In the Summer Olympics, famously, every country goes out of their way to try and like design beds that you can't have sex in, like stuff like that. Like they really try to keep things cool, but it never works.
A lot of people are saying that the men's hockey team is a little bougie, saying they're not in the spirit of hanging out with the other Canadian athletes and all this stuff because they're apparently in some 5-star hotel. But honestly, I mean, the way they performed yesterday, not a bad idea at all. I mean, we've all seen, it was a few years ago, they had like cardboard beds at the Olympics, and that makes it difficult to have a good night's sleep.
That's just it. Like, again, they're trying to put these different things in to try and calm people down. But like, if you're a serious athlete, especially like, you know, to take nothing away from all the amateur athletes competing in all the other sports of the Winter Olympics, these NHL players are on the grind day after day for the majority of the year. They know what it takes for their bodies to be in the right shape.
Well, and the other thing you got to think about is the hockey starts at the back half of the Olympics.
Right.
So think about how many athletes have been there that have either already failed at their events, have finished all their events, and they're just ripping it up and they're just partying right now. It's the smart idea for the boys to go stay at like a Holiday Inn or something.
Honestly, like, it sounds like an absolute nightmare to know you've got a game the next day and to try and get a night's sleep and know that the entire biathlon team is doing shots down the hall.
Plus, like you said, we all know it's a boink fest, so maybe a few of the wives and girlfriends were like, fellas, get on out of there.
They're on board with the hotel idea.
They are hockey players, guys.
Yeah. I feel bad for, like, what's the young kid, Celebrini, that scored the goal in the game yesterday. Like, he's 19. He's probably like, no, we can hang out here.
Well, you got to remember, too, he's 19.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of veterans that are on this men's hockey team right now.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those guys that are like, hey, We ain't doing this. At my age, I ain't sleeping in there.
Their party days are behind them. They've been through this already.
I mean, you can vouch you're close to Sidney Crosby's age. Like, you know, you want a good night's sleep.
Tread very carefully what you're about to say here.
Don't take that as I am comparing you to Sidney Crosby, dude.
In the worst possible way.
That's the best compliment I've ever given you in my entire life.
That doesn't say much about the other compliments.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.